Boxed pasta has a big lie baked into it. The front of the box screams Italian, but the noodle can eat like plain filler. And here's the kicker. Fresh pasta and dry pasta aren't interchangeable. Fresh pasta uses eggs, it's delicate, and it wants thin sauces. Dry pasta is flour, salt, and water, and it's made for heartier sauces. So when a brand makes dry pasta that's too smooth or cooks weird, your dinner falls apart. I'm ranking the boxes from never again to actually real, and I'll show you how to spot the dead ones fast. 5 pasta brands to never buy. You think all boxed spaghetti is the same. Same wheat, same water, same boil. Here's the truth. Some boxes are dressed up to look Italian, but they're built to fly through factory gear. When I say never buy, I mean pasta that goes slick, turns soft fast, and won't grab sauce. So you keep eating bland starch just to feel full. Here's the kicker. Shortcuts matter. Smooth dyes and hot drying can seal the outside like plastic. Sauce slides off, and the bite caves in. Quick aisle test. Look for shiny, glassy noodles, super even color, and a smooth feel through the window. If the box pushes long cook times, watch out. Number 1, great value. Next up is great value. You grab it when you need dinner cheap, fast, and done. That's fine, until you taste what cheap looks like in a noodle. Here's the truth. This pasta is built like a sauce shuttle, not something you'd ever eat plain. The strands look pale and slick, so the jar does all the work. And here's the kicker in the pot. There's a tiny window between still stiff and suddenly floppy. You step away, you stir late, and it goes soft on you. Try garlic and olive oil, and it tastes flat, and the oil slides off. Number 2, cremette. Cremette is the one that tricks you because it's not awful. It's just empty. So you finish a bowl and still feel like you need snacks. Here's the truth. It's mid-pasta that makes you oversauce. You keep pouring on more jar sauce because the noodle doesn't bring much bite or wheat taste. And here's the kicker in the pot. The outside can go soft before the middle is where you want it. The mouthfeel turns puffy, not springy. Do the sauce test. Toss it with a plain tomato sauce, then wait 1 minute. Watch the red slide down and pool. Number 3, ronzoni. Ronzoni is the pasta that looks normal in the box, then turns on you in the pot. It's a texture problem, not a you problem. You buy it because it's everywhere, and then it goes from firm to limp fast. So to hit al dente, you end up hovering over the stove like it's a science lab. Here's the truth. There's a split-second moment where the outside starch blows out. The strand swells, and now you've got a soft rope, not a noodle with bite. Do the leftover test. Chill it, reheat it, and it can go gummy and clump. Number 4, banza. People buy banza for protein, then act shocked when it doesn't eat like wheat pasta. Here's the truth. It's not fake, but it's not real pasta either. Chickpea flour changes everything. The smell is more beany, the taste is louder, and the noodle breaks down in water in a whole new way. Here's the kicker. It can go from firm to grainy fast. Cook it like normal spaghetti, and it can turn sandy or even start to break. Go bold with sauce. Lemon, garlic, olives, spicy tomato. Those actually work because the chickpea taste is front and center. Number 5, no yolks. No yolks is the biggest label trap. You see that name and think clean, simple, old-school comfort. But it's basically egg noodle vibes without the part that makes egg noodles worth it. Here's the truth. It's an enriched, yellow, noodle-like pasta made to be soft, not to cook up like real dry pasta with bite and sauce grip. And here's the kicker. In broth, it can turn slick fast, so instead of soaking up flavor, it slides around like wet ribbons. 5 pasta brands that are actually real. All right, now the good news. Real dry pasta isn't fancy. It's just made like someone cares if it tastes good with nothing on it. For this list, actually real means you can taste the durum wheat. The noodle feels a bit rough, and you get a wider sweet spot for al dente. You're not gambling at minute 9. Here's the kicker. That rough shape and slower drying take time, so factories can't crank it out as fast. That's what you're paying for. Less hype, more noodle. Number 6, De Secco. De Secco is the first box where you taste the jump even with plain tomato sauce. Not because it's fancy, because it shows up the same way every time. You can find it in most stores, it's not wallet pain, and it holds its shape, so your spaghetti stays like strands, not soft threads that melt into the bowl. Here's the kicker. People overcook it. They follow the box time like it's law, then blame the brand when it blows past that sweet bite. Here's the truth. This pasta has a rep for tight process and steady drying, so it keeps a firm core longer. Use it with meat sauce, roasted veg, or pan finish it. Baseline upgrade. Number 7, Rumo. Next up, Rumo. This is for the people who swear they can't cook pasta because it gives you breathing room. Here's the truth. It tends to stay al dente longer, so if your phone rings or you're helping someone at the table, dinner doesn't flip to mush. For seniors, that matters, because soft pasta goes down fast and you can blow past full without noticing. Here's the kicker. It soaks up sauce without getting soggy. That's usually the trade, right? Not here. Number 8, La Molisana. La Molisana is the quiet overachiever. No big flag talk on the box. Then you cook it and you're like, oh, this tastes like wheat again. Here's the truth. Even with just butter and salt, you get a deeper, a bit nutty durum taste. It doesn't need a loud sauce to feel like dinner. And here's the kicker. Most pasta vanishes under sauce, so you never notice a weak jar. This one won't hide it. If your sauce is thin, you'll know, and you'll fix it next time. Number 9, Faella. This is where the deception really breaks. Once you eat Faella, that shiny, slick noodle thing starts to feel like packing foam. Here's the truth. Faella has that rough, grabby feel, like tiny grooves on the surface. It's shaped to hold sauce, not shrug it off. So when you toss it, the sauce sticks and stays put. Here's the kicker. People ruin it with heavy, thick sauce. Then you miss the whole point, because the noodle is the point. Number 10, Rusticella d'Abruzzo. Rusticella d'Abruzzo is the one that makes you stop mid-bite. It tastes warmer, kind of toasted, like the wheat got time to be itself. Here's the truth. This is premium because it's made for flavor and a firm bite, not fast factory speed. But the price feels wild until you cook it right. And here's the kicker. If you boil it too long, rinse it, or drown it in sauce, you just paid extra to eat the same soft noodles you were trying to avoid. What it does best is hold a clean chew, reheat without turning gummy, and keep sauce clinging even as it cools.